We're back! I know it's been a long time, apologies. Thank you very much for being patient with us. And more importantly, thank you very much for the kind comments on our Facebook page and on the YouTube channel. And oh yeah, thank you very much to the chaps at Bad Obsession for the mug after the last episode. Really appreciate it, thank you very much. You guys and girls are an inspiration. As you can see, we're in a different location now. We've had to move out of the other workshop. It all comes down to money, I'm afraid, and that is the theme for this episode. You'll see why Bernie's turned up here, what's happened since. So let's watch this video and we'll get back to you in a moment. In the last episode of Bernie the 1275 GT. Okay, so we're up to date. The next thing I tried to tackle was the, I don't know what you call it, the heel board, whatever, wherever your feet go underneath your pedals. They kind of rusted in places and it'd been plated on the top, so I went and bought one of these, a nice new heritage panel. So to fit this panel, I had to drill out all the spot welds along the front bulkhead, also drill out the spot welds on these tabs here. And that was a bit silly really, because I'd made this Gucci frame inside to stop the shell from distorting. And really, to remove this panel, I should have been able to remove it from the inside, but I couldn't because of these legs. Once I drilled out these spot welds, I had to bend the tabs back out so I could actually get the panel out from the outside, if that makes sense. My theory that I'm following with the build at the moment is if I drill out all the spot welds, I'll be able to align up the new panels perfectly. However, sometimes it's easier just to cut it with an angle grinder, but then I lose my reference points with new panels. I also had to modify the bulkhead because I wanted the later type fuel injection heel board and floor. I also spent a big chunk of my time repairing the bulkhead along the bottom. This is a bit of a rust spot, and I ended up making these different panels, blah blah blah. However, I'm not happy with it. I'm contemplating ripping the whole lot out and making my own full-length panel. I don't know if anybody makes a lower repair panel for the bulkhead. If they did, it just might save me a bit of hassle. But making my own just might save me a few quid. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I am actually making this up as I go along. Good news, while I had a bit of money, I did actually buy a brand new floor, rear subframe mount and boot floor. Bad news is I didn't have enough money to have the van on the road, so the only way of transporting it to the workshop was on the back of the racing MX-5. Oh well, good job it was summertime. So that's good, we got some steel to replace the rust on Bernie. Bad news is my welding kit finally gave up. Never mind, I'm sure I can save up and buy a new one. Let's not get downhearted, there's plenty more to do. Let's see if we can remove all this soundproofing to reveal the spot welds. It would be nice if I could drill these out to replace the floor, but there does seem an awful lot. Now that I'm a homeowner, I don't have as much expendable income as I had before, so something has to give. Well, if you look on the internet, particularly on eBay, you will see lots of unfinished projects which people have had to sell because of whatever reason. Normally finance, lost their workshop, getting married, something like that. However, I'm determined not to get rid of Bernie, so something's got to give. So the first thing to go is the workshop. It's a shame, it's really big, it's nice, but it's a bit of a luxury considering I've got a garage in my now new home. It's considerably smaller than this one, but it's free. So it's time to pack everything up and head on home. And there we go, this is Bernie's new home for the foreseeable future. I just need to maximise the very small amount of space that I've got to my advantage. Because there's just not enough room to work on both sides of Bernie at the same time, I came up with the cunning plan of putting wheels on the bottom of the spit. Haha, I'm a genius! Oh, hang on, that's not going to work. Plan B. So it's good news and bad news for Bernie. The good news is that I'm not going to give up on him. I really do want to crack on and get him done. The bad news is, yes, I've run out of money, so I don't have a lot of money to do the jobs fairly quickly. Yes, I can't do it quickly, but what I would like to do is keep the updates coming a little bit quicker, because it must be at least 6 months since our last video. I'm going to go back to plan A and try and give you an update on what I've been up to on a monthly basis. It's quite good for me because it gives me motivation to crack on and do something, so I've got something to show you. So in the meantime, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and rate, whether you're watching Facebook or YouTube. Keep the comments coming, please, because it does give me motivation to carry on. And we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.